بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي خلق السماوات والأرضين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا. وقال الله تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. During our last khutbah, we started this topic regarding this life is not a game and we need to put our priorities in order. In the winter, the khutbah are shorter due to the shortage of time. Al-Asr is early. So during the last khutbah, the last few points that we mentioned was that our Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was always very conscious of the akhirah. He was very mindful of the akhirah. He was deeply aware of the seriousness of the hereafter. And his life was full of sacrifices. His life was full of struggle. And his life was full of tasks and responsibilities. And as believers, as Muslims, we need to follow his real way of life, his real way of life. We should not follow a diluted deen, a watered down deen, a weakened version of the deen. We should follow the proper deen and the real way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we also mentioned that our deen, our religion, in order for us to be successful, we need to give lots of sacrifices. If we are serious and genuine about our deen as believers, we have to sacrifice and we have to work hard. We have to strive for our akhirah. And no one is saying that you have to leave everything and just sacrifice everything. No, but what we are saying, at least sacrifice something. And if you are already sacrificing for the deen, then you need to do more. You see what you are already doing and make intention to do more. So what kind and what sort of sacrificing we're talking about here? First of all, your time. Sacrifice more of your time for the deen of Allah. Number two, you need to sacrifice a portion of your wealth that Allah Azza wa Jal has given you to spend in the cause of Allah Azza wa Jal besides your compulsory zakah, etc. Then you need to sacrifice also some portion of your comfort, some part of your comfort and your luxury in life. And by doing this, you will prove your ikhlas, you will prove your sincerity towards your deen. In our days, it is very easy to put some profile or some status on WhatsApp or on Facebook or wherever else. It's easy to change our profile picture to show our love for the deen of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's easy to attend some march and some demonstration. It's easy to forward some hadith and to share some hadith online. It's not hard to do that. But the real solidarity and ukhuwah with the ummah, with our brothers, with our sisters who have been oppressed around the world, it means that we need to get up in the middle of the night and make dua especially for them. Not just attending some marches and sharing and forwarding some messages and changing our status. We have to do more. Get up in the middle of the night for tahajjud, make dua for them. Give in charity quietly and consistently, regularly. It also means that we need to feel their pain. Like in your body, any limbs which is injured, the entire body will feel the pain for it. And even after the news and the headlines, they are silent about it. It may seem like there is peace, there is no more war ongoing. Even at that time when they are not mentioned in the news, we should be worried and concerned and make dua for them. If we can't even stay up 10 minutes to pray for the ummah, to pray for our brothers and sisters, then we really need to ask ourselves, how serious am I? How sincere I am about the ummah? And if we are not serious, and if we are not sincere regarding the pain we feel for our ummah, who are facing hardships and difficulties, then for those parents, you are teaching your children the wrong message. And if we don't fix this now, your children will grow up thinking that Islam, the norm of Islam to be Muslim is just to have some fun events in the name of Islam, to have some Eid in the park, to have some Eid gathering, to have the iftar as a community, to come here for Ramadan, and that's enough. We have played our role as a community and as an ummah. This is what they will think and start thinking when they grow up. And they will think that Islam is just about sharing some Islamic posts online and we've done our duties. And they will also learn a version of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that does not reflect his real sacrifice, his real qurbani and mujahada, and his real struggle during his entire lifetime. And they won't know how to deal with hardships and difficulties when they will face them. So my dear brothers and my dear sisters, we have to raise our children with the understanding, the correct understanding, that Islam is not just about happiness. Islam is not just about Eid and having fun. Islam is about having a purpose of life. Qasdul Hayat. And this is very, very important. We need to understand our purpose of life. We need to realize, we need to be conscious, we need to be fully aware why Allah Azza wa Jal created us and sent us into this world. Why did He send us into this world? What is our mission during our life? What is our objective, our aim? What achievement are we looking at? And what is success and what is failure? Because if we fail to understand the very purpose of life, and if we are not aware, if we are not conscious of our qasdul hayat, our purpose of life, our life will be wasted. We will fail miserably. And we only have one chance, one life, only one chance to prepare for the Akhirah. No reset, no second chance. And also, Islam, as we mentioned, is not about just happiness and fun events. It's also about worshipping Allah Azza wa Jalla. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Islam is about doing what Allah Azza wa Jalla commanded us to do, whether it is hard or not, whether it is challenging or not. It's a full package. Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ ادخلوا في السلم كافة. O you who believe, enter Islam. And what did he say? Fully. Enter Islam completely, not partially. This means that we need to submit and we must obey Allah Azza wa Jal, not only when it's suiting us, but all the time. During the day, during the night, when we are alone, when we are with our friends, all the time. And not only, as I said, when it's suiting us and convenient for us. And we should not always try to find a way to bend the command and the order of Allah Azza wa Jal when we are finding it difficult. Islam, as I said, my dear brothers and sisters, it comes as a full package. You can't cherry pick. You can't pick and choose what you like or what you don't like. We are not seasonal Muslims, and Islam is not selective. We are not Muslim only when we feel emotional. During Ramadan, during the Eid day, during Janazah. And as I said, some people, they follow the Islam when it's suiting them. They, subhanallah, I've seen it in my life in the last 18 years of being an imam. People now, they shop around for fatwas. They shop around, they compare. For the Islamic queries, for the Messiah. They go to one imam and they ask the question. If the answer is not what suits them, it's not what they want to hear, it's not satisfying them, they'll go to another, then they go to another, and they even mention the name of other imams as well. They've already asked and come to you, try to prove a point. But the other says, okay, so why are you coming to me? And they will compare the fatwas online. They will keep searching until they desire, they satisfy the nafs and the desire. And they ask the same question over and over in different ways until they hear the answer they want to hear. They're not asking you and they are not trying to find what's right and wrong, but they want to hear what they want to hear, what is suiting the nafs. Obviously not generalizing for everyone, but this is something very common, unfortunately. And nowadays, everyone is looking for peace and comfort in this life. People are willing to pay priceless amount of money to get peace, to get tranquility in this life. Some people will spend hundreds, some people will spend thousands and more, only to find peace and comfort in this life. But sadly, what we fail to realize is that the real peace and the real sakina, you cannot buy it in this world. This is a gift from Allah. And this only comes from Allah Azza wa Jal. No product will give you that. The sakina and peace only come from Allah. And it will happen when you put Allah first in your life. When you will prioritize Allah's order. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, whoever is concerned, is more worried about the akhirah, Allah Azza wa Jal will put richness in his heart. He will find happiness, contentment, satisfaction, qana'ah. And even though you go to so many poor countries, people who are so poor, they don't even have shoes to wear. They don't even have decent clothes, they don't even have food, but you see them with a smile on their face. They're relaxed, they're happy. And you will see the opposite in the West. With people who are the richest in the world, but they can't even sleep with their sleeping tablets. Richest in the world. Even a second richest in the world, richest, still no qana'ah. When will I become first? Even when he will reach that position, still no qana'ah. Because he will still be worried that somebody will compete and become first. It will never end. So, when you will put Allah first in your life, Allah will put richness in your heart. And then Allah Azza wa Jal will make this dunya very easy for you. This is a hadith. You will make the life easy for you. In fact, you won't have to chase the world will come to you. On the other hand, the one who is more concerned about this dunya and only worried about this dunya, Allah Azza wa Jal will place poverty, faqr, between his eyes. He will only see faqr and poverty. It doesn't matter how much, 100,000 he's got in his bank account, or millions and assets, but he will still be one. He'll have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 20 businesses, 100 businesses, still not enough. He will keep chasing this one. Because he will always be worried, he will be poor worried. And Allah Azza wa Jal, for that person who's only concerned about the dunya, Allah will make this life so difficult for him. And he will get nothing extra from this world. He will work so hard from morning to night. He will always be chasing, he won't be able to sleep at night. He just wants more and more and more wealth. But remember, he will only get what is muqaddar for him. What is already decreed, is already written. To the penny. He won't get more. So remember that, my dear brothers and sisters. When you chase Allah, this dunya, this world automatically will follow you. This dunya will come to you without you having to chase it. We're not saying you're not making an effort. Don't get me wrong. You still make the effort. There is a lot of asbab, a lot of means to utilize, to use in this world. This is the system of this world. But don't over worry and don't make this your primary worry and concern. And when you chase this world and your main focus and your main priority in this dunya, in this life, is to chase this world, then remember that no matter how much you have in your bank account, you will always feel empty. And I'm sad with people who are very, 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 very wealthy. Very wealthy. But they always say, even if you go for some appeal for a masjid, they will say, I have nothing. And you don't know what to say to them. And remember that if the person's main concern is only the dunya, the person will never be happy. He will never be satisfied. You won't have qana'ah. This is a great gift of Allah, qana'ah. ربنا قنعنا بما رزقتنا وبارك لنا فيما أعطيتنا واخلف على كل غائبة لنا بخير. Qana'ah, ask Allah for qana'ah. Even if you have little and you have qana'ah, you will be happy. Qana'ah is satisfaction. If you have qana'ah, you will always be happy, but if you don't have it, then you will keep chasing this world and chasing this world and chasing this world. It will never ever be enough. Until the soil of your grave will fill your mouth. Oh Allah, grant us ikhlas, grant us sincerity, grant us qana'ah. Help us to always prioritize our deen in everything we do in life. Oh Allah, help us to sacrifice this dunya for your sake and help us not to be caught up in the beauty of this life. Oh Allah, let us be among those people who have concern for the ummah. Help us to do the tarbiyah of our children and help us to upbring children who will be good Muslim and good future leaders. Oh Allah, grant us all a good death and حسن الخاتمة. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه. الحمد لله نستعينه واستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعصيهما فإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات وبارك على محمد وأزواجه وذريته. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أرحم أمتي بأمتي أبو بكر وأشدهم في أمر الله عمر وأصدقهم حياء عثمان وأقضاهم علي وفاطمة سيدة نساء أهل الجنة والحسن والحسين سيدا شباب أهل الجنة وحمزة أسد الله وأسد رسوله. اللهم اغفر للعباس وولده مغفرة ظاهرة وباطنة لا تغادر ذنبا. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أصلح أمة محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم أصلح أحوال المسلمين في فلسطين يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله تعالى أعلى وأولى وأعز وأجل وأهم وأتم وأعظم وأكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.